Now, when Aaron Rodgers went down for the Jets, everybody knew that the only chance the Jets had to continue having a successful season would be to run the ball. You've got Zach Wilson at quarterback. Now, he's not a guy who's going to win you a lot of games on his own, but he is capable of completely not screwing things up if you give him the proper support. Considering the Jets have one of the best defenses in football, as soon as we saw Rodgers go down, you could see the only path forward for New York was to run Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook, and it made that Cook acquisition look pretty damn smart. You run the ball, you play ball control, you keep your defense fresh and off the field. You hope you can somehow win enough games to sneak in and either somehow miraculously win a playoff game with Zach Wilson, or the other option is to wait and see if the miracle happens and Aaron Rodgers comes back. But it was pretty much unanimous consent that the only way the Jets are going to win is to run the ball. So what do we end up with? The most unlikely thing of all time. Zach Wilson was the Jets' leading rusher against the Cowboys, not just in yards, but with 5 carries and 36 yards. He led the team in both categories. And that includes an ill-advised quarterback sneak when the game was not completely out of reach. Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall ended up combining for 8 carries and 17 yards. Now, I know that that's not exactly even 2 yards a carry, but that's not even trying. Hall and Cook got 4 carries apiece, and Zach Wilson actually had more carries. The Jets are not going to win any games this way, and you saw it at the end where once the score was out of reach, Zach Wilson started throwing the ball all over the field, leading to a bunch of interceptions. Now, Robert Saleh and that coaching staff is one of the better ones in the league, or at least so we thought. But based on what we saw on Sunday against the Cowboys, I don't know how much hope they have, and I do not understand what they were thinking going into this game when they're just going to put it in Zach Wilson's hands. Now, Zach Wilson ended up finishing 12 for 27 with 170 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. And those stats are going to continue and may even get worse if they don't find a way to put the ball into the hands of the only offensive players who really give them a chance, with the exception of Garrett Wilson. Maybe you should try handing the ball off to him if you don't want Hall or Cook to run. Bottom line is the Jets entered the season with Super Bowl aspirations, and now at this point, they might be looking at last place.